All right, guys, we are live. If you can hear me loud and clear, put a 1 in the chat, guys. We have a very special stream today. I'm going to be starting off dropping some bombs for you guys, and then we'll get into the part that everybody has been waiting for. So I am super excited today. We have a lot of exceptional things to cover. If you guys are just joining me for the first time, my name is CJ Tassone. I'm the founder of PowerSell. We are a real estate wholesaling platform where we teach anybody how to wholesale real estate by focusing on one thing, booking appointments, and we teach you how to do this for free. So if you guys can hear me loud and clear, put a 1 in the chat, guys. Super excited today to get rolling here. As always, super excited. And if you are joining us late, watch it from the beginning. So this is where I want to start today, guys. The economy grew by 4.4% last quarter. Corporate profits jumped $175 billion in 3 months, and stock markets neared all-time highs. Okay? So think about that. The economy grew by 4.4% last quarter. Corporate profits jumped $175 billion in 3 months, and the stock market neared all-time highs. And in January, more people got laid off than any January since 2009. That is the worst since the Great Recession. Let that sit in. The economy is growing. Companies are making more money than ever. And they're still firing people, not because they're struggling, because they figured out that they do not need you. There's a woman named Simone Austin, a 33-year-old. She's a UX designer, 6-figure job, bought a house in North Carolina last year, did everything that you're supposed to do, and got laid off in early 2005. She called her mortgage company and said, "Hey, I just lost my income. Can you guys help me?" They told her that she'd have to miss a payment before they could even do anything. She has to literally start drowning before anybody will even throw her a life raft. 180,000 layoffs in January. You know how many people got hired? 5,000. That is the lowest number since they started tracking it 15 years ago. So this economy is booming for who? And I'm not saying this from a pedestal. I got ahead of this wave, but barely. And not because I'm smarter than anyone. I had a good thing going. Everybody around me thought I had made it. I had a stable job, good money. On paper, it looked like I was winning, but I could feel it. The industry was making a complete shift. The market was getting weird. People stopped being receptive. And I had this feeling in my gut, like a lot of you watching right now, this thing that I'm depending on is not as solid as it looks. And I just knew that if I kept waiting on somebody else's company to decide what my life was worth, I was going to end up in the same exact position as millions of people that are in right now. So I walked directly into my district manager's office and I said, I need to take control of my own life. And I left. I packed everything up and I left. Not because I had a plan, because I didn't trust the plan that I was already on, that everybody had laid out for me. And here's the thing that nobody's saying right now. Everybody's arguing about whether the economy is good or bad. That's the wrong argument. It is growing. GDP was up 2.2% for the full year. Corporate profits hit $3.4 trillion. These companies, the economy, is not struggling. But they looked at their payroll, they looked at the invention of AI, they looked at automation, and they did the math. Why am I paying for 40 people when 12 people in a system can do the same exact job? That's what jobless recovery is. The economy recovers, your job does not. Amazon, they cut 16,000 people. UPS cut 48,000 in a single year. They closed up 93 buildings. offered people who had been working with them for 20 years, drivers who had been working for 20 years, a buyout of $1,800 per year just for them to walk away. Southwest Airlines did their first major layoff ever. This company's entire history was built around job stability, and they did it not because they were bleeding money. They did it to make more money. UPS saved $3.5 billion last year by cutting people. Billion. These companies, they're not downsizing. They're redesigning. And the new design does not have a seat for you. So here's the number that completely just broke my brain. 1.2 million Americans got laid off. 58% more than 2024. That's the highest since the pandemic. And here's the thing that's going to shock everybody. The economy still grew. The companies, they're not firing people because they're losing money. They're firing because they found money in not having you. This isn't a recession. This is a restructuring. And the restructuring doesn't include your position. Goldman Sachs, the company Goldman Sachs, says AI-driven cuts are going to hit 20,000 people per month throughout this year. Not because AI is smarter than you, because AI is cheaper than you. 55% of companies surveyed said that they're planning on more layoffs this year. 44% of them said that AI is the direct reason why. And the economy, it only added 181,000 jobs for the entire year. 160 million people in the workforce, and they added 181,000 jobs. Ernst & Young called it a notably jobless expansion. I want you to hear these words and think about them. Jobless, expansion. The expansion happened. The jobs didn't. And most people are responding the way that they always respond to this situation. Updating the resume, hopping on Indeed, scrolling LinkedIn, refreshing their email 40 times a day, hoping that somebody responds to them, books the interview. It's like standing at a bus stop after they canceled the route. The signs, it's still up. The bench is still there. But the bus isn't coming, and it never is. And instead of walking, you just kind of keep standing there waiting for a bus that got canceled. So think about this. Taylor Ballard, 33-year-old, master's degree, 10 years of experience, got laid off from a nonprofit 1 month after she locked in a new mortgage. She filed for unemployment. She started a side hustle. She pulled money out of her 401k. She burned through her savings to stay afloat. And she still ended up with $15,000 in credit card debt. It took her 7 whole months to find another job. 7 months with a master's degree, with decades of experience. She didn't do anything wrong. The system that she built her life on just stopped working. And here's the part that nobody wants to hear, guys. Nobody is coming to fix this. No bill, no stimulus, no policy. The companies out there figured out how to make more money with fewer humans. The math, it doesn't reverse. Why would it? Think about it. You're not getting laid off because you did something wrong. You're getting laid off because the math changed. And the math does not give a shit about your mortgage. It doesn't care about the school that your kids go to. The math says one system replaces 9 people and saves $400,000 a year. Corporate companies sitting there saying, done. Easy math. UPS isn't rehiring the 48,000 workers. They're automating 200 facilities. The CEO even said it himself. $3.5 billion saved. That's not a layoff. That is a new business model, and you're not in it. So the question is, when the job market comes back, the question is, what are you going to do when it doesn't come back the way that you were expecting it to do? Because here's the thing that flipped everything for me, and nobody is talking about this. The money did not disappear. It just moved. When UPS cuts 48,000 people and saves $3.5 billion, that money did not just eviscerate. It went to shareholders. It went to executives. It went to the companies buying automation equipment. It went into real estate because those people with big checks, they're buying property. And the 48,000 people who got cut, who got laid off, their money moved too. Except this time it moved in the other direction. Some of them can't make their mortgages anymore. Some of them are selling a house that they never planned to sell. Some of them just inherited their mom's place, and now they can't even afford to keep it. They can't even afford to pay their own rent without that job. Money just doesn't disappear in a restructuring. It creates a wave, and the wave moves through real estate before it moves through anything else, guys. And this is not me guessing. Foreclosures, they went up 26% year over year. 11 straight months of increases. That's not a blip. That's the new wave. On one side, you've got more people who need to sell property than at any point faster in the last 5 years. On the other side, you've got record corporate profits flowing into investment accounts looking for deals. Both sides were created by the same force, the same restructuring. That same restructuring cut jobs and created desperate sellers and a flush for buyers at the same exact time. In between them, there's a gap, a wide open gap. See, I got a DM from a woman a few weeks ago. I'll call her Melissa because I don't want to put her business out there. She's a single mom. She has 2 kids, and she was working with a logistics company. She got a solid job. She'd been there for 4 years, and they announced their restructuring in November. She was out by December. She hit me up and she said, I've been watching your stuff. I don't have any money for courses or any platforms. I don't really have a savings. I have about 60 days before I'm in real trouble. What do I do? And I didn't say, hey, go learn wholesaling. I didn't say, here's a 10-step framework. I said something that surprised her. I said, you're surrounded by deals right now and you don't even know it. You just got laid off from a logistics company. I asked her, how many of your coworkers got cut with you? She responds, she says, about 40 of them. I said, how many of them own houses? She didn't know, but she started to get the point. She started thinking. I said, hey, here's what I want you to do. I want you to reach out to those people that you already know, your old coworkers, your neighbors, the people at your kid's school, anybody who's going through it right now, the same situation. And I want you to just ask one question, not a pitch, no script, just, hey, do you know anybody looking to sell their house fast? That is it. She came back to me 3 days later. One of her former coworkers, a guy who got cut the same week that she did, had a house that he needed to move. He had already fallen behind on payments. He was way too embarrassed to tell anybody. She just connected him with somebody on our team. We looked at the deal. Everything worked out. She did not need a license. She did not need experience. She didn't need money. She needed to open her eyes to the fact that the same economic wave that crushed her had created an opportunity 3 feet away from her that she could not see because she was too busy refreshing Indeed. That's the part that kills me. The opportunity isn't on some website. It's not behind a paywall. It's in the layoff that happened at the company down the street because, things have been really quiet lately. It's the coworker who posted on Facebook about, new beginnings, which is code for, I just got fired and I'm terrified. These deals are not hiding. You just didn't know how to look before. See, here's how I see the world. And once you see it this way, you absolutely cannot unsee it. Every single layoff headline that you scroll past is a signal, not doom, but data. Every company that announces a restructuring just created a pool of sellers that didn't exist last quarter. Every story about somebody losing their job, that's a person whose financial reality has just changed. And when financial reality changes, property moves. The money didn't leave and eviscerate from the economy. It's moving faster than it has in the last 5 years. The only question is whether you're standing where it flows or if you're standing at that bus stop watching it go past you. The economy grew by 2.2% last year. Corporate profits hit record highs, and people got fired more than any year since the pandemic. That's not a glitch. That's the new normal. The question isn't whether the economy is coming back. It already came back. It just did not bring your job with it. So you can keep waiting at that bus stop, or you can start walking. And I know some of you guys are going to close this video and go right back to scrolling Indeed. And I get it, because we've been trained since we were kids to believe that loyalty to a company is how you build your life. You show up early, you stay late, you don't make noise, don't make waves, and they'll take care of you. But I hate to break it to you. They're not loyal to you. UPS cut 48,000 people and saved $3.5 billion. And the CEO called it a success story on an earnings call. That's not a relationship. That's math. And we're on the wrong side of it, guys. You're giving your best years, your best energy, your best ideas to somebody who will replace you with a software update and press release. And the second that they do, you're out there with a resume competing with 10,000 other people who also just got the same email. And I'm not saying this to be negative. I'm saying this because at some point you have got to look at yourself and honestly sit there and ask, why am I building somebody else's thing when I could be building my own? The economy is going to screw you at some point. It just is. It's going to happen to everybody. Maybe not today, maybe not this quarter, but it will. And when it does, the only thing that's going to matter is whether you built something on the side that doesn't need someone else's permission to pay you. That's not pessimism. That's just what the data says. And the data has been screaming at us for 2 years. So what does start walking actually look like? Because I'm not going to leave you with just some motivational speech. That's what all the other guys do. Here's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to keep it real simple because it is really simple. Remember when we talked about how this economy is just creating more distressed sellers than we've seen in the last 5 years? Foreclosures up 26%. People behind on taxes. People who inherited a house that they cannot afford. People going through shit in their life that means that they need to sell a property fast. And I know that some of you just heard distressed sellers and thought, that sounds like taking advantage of people. I need you to hear this. This is not preying on the vulnerable. This is the exact opposite. There is a homeowner right now about to lose their house at auction, and they did not know that they have options. They think that foreclosure is the only ending, and they're embarrassed. They're not telling anybody. And if you just reached out and said, hey, I might be able to help you sell this before it gets even worse, that's not predatory. That is a fucking lifeline to them. You're not taking their house. You're giving them a way out that they did not know existed. That's what this is. So here's the exact mechanism, guys. You find these people on the foreclosure lists, on the tax delinquent records. This is all public information. Your county publishes it. It's not hidden. It's not some secret hack. It's literally government records that anybody out there can look up. And then you reach out. If it's a text, here's what I send. And I mean, this is literally the exact text that I send. Hey, I noticed your property on Main Street. Is this something? It's something that I might be interested in personally. Would you be open to talking numbers? That's it. That's the whole text. There's no pitch. There's no script. There's Not I'm an investor bullshit. You know, just a human being reaching out to another human being saying that I might be interested in this. Are you open to talking? Most people overcomplicate this so badly that they never make a single call or send a single message. And if it's a phone call, it's even simpler. Hey, are you interested in selling? That's literally the entire call. You're not closing a deal. You're not negotiating. You're asking one question. And if they say yes, you book an appointment. And here's the part that most people can't even believe until they see it. You don't even need to close the deal. Somebody else does that. You connected two people who needed each other, the seller who needed out and the buyer who needed in. And you get paid for being the bridge. That's it. That's the whole business. You didn't need a real estate license. You don't need experience. You don't need money. You need to send the text. You need to make the call. Book the appointment, hand it off. And the reason that I'm telling you guys this today in this video is because the same economic shitstorm that we just spent 20 minutes talking about, it's creating more of these situations than I've ever seen since I started doing this. Every layoff headline, every restructuring announcement, every we're streamlining operations press release, that's a human being whose financial life just changed. And some of them own property. You can watch the news and you can feel hopeless for them, or you can watch the news and see opportunity, not because you're heartless, because you're actually paying attention this time. So guys, if you're new here, powersell.io, it's free. Everything that I talk about, the trainings, how to find these people, how to work the deals, and how you guys can get paid, it's all in there. You guys can start tonight. The link's in the description. We go live every single day, Monday through Friday at 5:30 p.m. Now, for those of you who have been rocking with us, this is day 11. We're in the middle of a sprint right now. You can find every single day under the live stream tab. And if I said anything in the last 18 minutes that even hit you a little bit, hop on for day 11. We're about to go live. I'm calling homeowners live, real conversations, real appointments, real rejections. You guys can watch. You guys can ask me anything, and you can see what this actually looks like, not in some YouTube video. So subscribe if this hit, and if you know somebody who needs to hear this, send this to them, because they're probably standing at that bus stop right now, and they didn't even know that their route got canceled. Let's go, guys. All righty, guys. What a heartbreaking story. The game has changed for everybody. The game has completely changed. And we need to be the ones to make a strong effort to help change these people's lives. If you guys are with me, put a 1 in the chat. We just touched on some pretty crazy shit. Everybody is in a situation right now with layoffs. It is the headline on every single news station right now. And I want to be really clear. We're not taking advantage of people. We're assisting people. We're putting them back in the game. We're helping them out. So, Amber, to answer your question before we just start jumping right into the live cold calling, it makes it hard to pass off. They want it to be semi-personal. I love finding the properties. Do you rehab and resell? Yes, we rehab and resell them. Not just me, but all of our partners do. And that's something that we always are transparent with here. So give me 1 second, guys. We're rolling with a brand new live stream setup here. Let's see if I can get this working. Let's see if I can get this bad boy working. Boom. I think we got it here. I got to cover my screen. I got some top secret stuff. I'm not trying to get banned by YouTube this time. They've already flagged 2 of our videos. They already removed them, sharing people's personal data. So I do have a very different layout here for us today. And I hope that you guys can appreciate this. But we're going to go right into cold calling. I have a list that we already sent out. We have it baked. And we're going to see what we can actually make happen from this, guys. Ah, shit. All right. There we go. Boom. Now the data's hidden. Let's go. All right, so we just sent out about 750 texts, guys. And we're going to see what we can make happen. We went into, let's see what territory I ended up selling them out to. We sent them out, I believe, to Greenville today. So we're going to see what we can make happen, guys. Just so you know, I am using this screen. I just had to block some stuff. I know you guys probably hate that. It makes it look a little weird. But hey, we're going to get right into it. We got somebody that responded right here. We're going to give them a shout right now. Let's do this thing, guys. We're going to give our guy, Charlie, a shout right now. I'm going to give him a call. Just see what this property might be worth on the Z. Oh, this shit might be it, guys. Let's go. I like where this is going right now.
Hello.
Hey, is this Charlie?
It is.
How are you? This is just CJ. I'm partners with Anthony. He just sent you a text. I was just seeing if you had a couple of minutes. We wanted to see if you would potentially be open to talking numbers about that property. We're not totally local. I'm out of Charleston, South Carolina, but kind of close enough.
Yeah.
Did I catch you at a good time?
I'm open. I'm actually working.
Okay.
I'm open to it, but it definitely wouldn't be less than 180,000.
Okay. I mean, my job is to just get as close to a number that works well for you as humanly possible. Obviously, I need to get a few more details on it before I can figure out what that number might be. But yeah, my job is to get as close to that as possible. Do you have like 2 minutes for me where I could ask a couple of questions, or would you prefer I give you a call back at a different time?
I prefer a different time because I'm working
Okay.
at the moment.
Wonderful. What if I just can I call you at the same time tomorrow, or is there a better time for you?
During the day.
During the
Because
day.
I work at night.
Okay, wonderful. I will give you a call tomorrow afternoon, okay? Around like noon.
All right.
Okay,
Okay. That
wonderful,
sounds
Charlie.
good. Thank
You
you.
take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, no appointment there. Guys, was that an appointment or was that not an appointment? Tell me. Somebody tell me. Appointment? Yes, no, maybe so. Talk to me. In the chat, what are we would you guys qualify that as an appointment? What do you guys have to say about that? And also, I need to drag my screen down. Please don't flag me, YouTube. I'm doing my best. I really am. No, not an appointment. That is not an appointment. Good job, guys. We're starting to decipher what is and what is not an appointment. And that is indeed not an appointment. Okay? Give me 1 second, guys. I wouldn't, so to just tell, it would be an appointment for you. It's an appointment for me. As in, like, I'm responsible to calling back. Like, that would be, maybe you put it in your calendar, but that would not be something that you would submit to PowerSell. You want to grab the data. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to fix this layout that I have right now, so that it covers the poor person's name. Let me see. If I'm going to leak anybody's information, it should be mine, right? So, do a little flash there. Let me see. Cool. We're hot. We're hidden there. Hidden there. Cool, guys. We're hiding information. Let's go. We're following YouTube's standards of privacy. Let's go. So, yeah, that's going to be something that I'm going to follow up with. Not something that I would actually consider an appointment. Also, guys, while we're on this live stream, can somebody tell me, is anybody watching this in 4K? Like, I got my computer about to have a fucking heart attack over here. I got a M4 Pro, like the best chip Apple produces, and this fucker feels like it's about to blow up on me. So, somebody tell me if you guys are getting this in 4K, or if I should just reduce the stream down to 1080p as always. But hey, guys, this is a good start so far. Let's keep this rolling here. All right, no. I'm looking on my left panel. I know that you guys cannot see it. It's blurred. Oh, shite. I see. Give me a second, folks. Right. Uno momento, guys. I'm trying to get this right so I'm not leaking people's information. He wants to get a ballpark number. Yes. So we want to get a ballpark number, see if it's negotiable. Everybody I turn in is negotiable, but I don't like talking numbers. That's okay. I mean, you don't need to be talking numbers. You just need to say, hey, get a ballpark. You need to then reference it to see if it's a good enough deal or not. You don't have to talk numbers, but you have to be willing to look at numbers. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I got to add one more little thing. I just realized I'm leaking people's information, and YouTube don't like that, folks. I got to stay on the standards or I'm pissing them off, so I don't want them to fucking ban me again. As we're going crazy. Make sure, guys, if you're new here, like and subscribe. That way you can be notified every single time that we go live at 5:30, Monday through Friday, baby. All right, I got to add one more like little thing overlay here, so give me a moment, guys. I'm just thinking, how the fuck do I do that on a live stream? Oop, gotcha. Let me see here. I think I got to do this the lazy way. That's why. Give me one sec, folks. I'm gonna hide people's shit, man. I don't want anybody harassing people or anything. You know what I mean? Fuckers are mean. There we go. That should work. All right, we should be all good here. I mean, YouTube, I fucking tried. I swear to God, I did. All right, let's see who else wants to talk money. 50,000. The only way that I would sell. Joint Dukes entered, but thank you for asking. I'm guessing that this property must be a shitter then. I don't even know what the hell that is. That is a hunk of shit. You gotta do it in a weird way, guys. I know you hate the little top secret thing. Don't get on me about it. Trying to just abide by YouTube's rules. Not unless this is a great text. I wish I could give you guys this info. Unless you got $5 million, there's a thriving farm and a wedding bake. Oh, that would actually not be a bad. That guy might not be in Mars. We're asking 50 rackaroonies. All right, let's see if I can snipe this one. All right, folks. I'm loading up here a property in Landrum. No, ask him 50 racks for it. Zillow's got the Zestimate at 57,000. It was listed 50. All right, we got a price change here. I don't want to set a bad example for you guys, but I got a property here. I think I got to keep that top secret thing, guys, over it. I think that YouTube is going to bust my balls again, and I just don't want that shit to happen. So I might have to keep the top secret thing. I hope that you guys do not hate me for it. What I'm thinking going forward is that maybe we have some sort of live stream within PowerSell again where I can show you guys like what I'm actually doing. But in the meantime, we'll just make calls. You guys will see how I'm doing it, and I'll narrate. And you guys can look at my cute face. We got a property here in, it looks like in Greenville area. The Zillow's estimate is showing us $58,000. They had it listed 2 different times they had it listed, 59,000 and 49,000. So this guy's all over the fucking place with his numbers. It's a big ass property. Owner financing option available with a balloon. I think what I'm going to do here, guys, this is a guy that obviously doesn't want to waste his time. I'm going to text this guy. Now, this is not always encouraged. So I'm going to shoot him a text right now. And obviously, the sake of me being a dickhead and using the voice control, I'm sorry. But that's how I like to roll. And you guys should all be using that too. It's like the easiest thing in the world. Voice dictation on my computer. Can you tell me a little bit about the utility and sewer situation? I feel like as well as any of the other details, like the perk situation. Doesn't sound like we're too far off if you'd be open to an owner finance option. Now, guys, what I'm doing there, and I got to turn off my voice dictation, what I'm doing there is a fucking Jedi mind trick, okay? He took his listing off of Zillow. It's not actually listed on Zillow anymore, but he still has the terms that he would take in his Zillow. So I'm just like, all right, you've already given me a lower price than what you had it listed for, and you've already mentioned that you're open to owner financing terms. So I'm like, all right, tell me a little bit about it. Your number doesn't sound too far off, which is not me just sitting there and accepting his number. It's saying like, hey, we're not far, but would you be open to owner financing? And now we're going to play ball. So depending on how he responds to this, that's when we're going to activate the live call, talking to him and be like, hey, what's the sitch? Can we make something happen? I also don't want to overstep my game here, because the purpose of power sell is to book appointments, not to close people. In a situation like that, I could very easily get carried away and start trying to close them right on the phone. And that kind of defeats the purpose. I'm sure what I got a shitload of texts coming in, guys. All right. Where was my guy here? And I'm going to use something to my advantage here, and you guys should also be using this in your local markets. I'm going to let this person know that I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. There's something that my dad taught me at a very young age, and it was like the local effect has a lot of power when you're doing business. Like, hey, I'm local to the area. Like, they don't want to deal with some hedge fund in New York City. Like, people fucking hate that, guys. I don't think that you understand. A lot of you guys often ask me the question of, what do I say when they ask who I'm with? You should always be minimizing. Minimize, 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 minimize. You want to sound as local as possible. That is the game. Because people have a real, they get, it's like touchy almost. Like, oh my God, I can, this person is here. They're real. For all I know, they might be my neighbor. I could see them in the grocery store. I'm not going to be a prick to them. They're going to treat you like a real person. But here's the thing, Cosmo. Even though that you're not local, we have people that are local. We will send real human beings to their house. It's an extension of us. And so, but at the same time, you obviously want to start attempting to make strikes in your local market, or at least like in California. So like in California as a whole. Or for example, if you were marketing in Arizona, you would say something like, "Oh, hey, I'm just a state over. I'm like a 4-hour drive away. Like I'm not too far off. I'm not like some nationwide investor." Like you're reframing your conversation and your local nature there. Like again, it feels like a real human being. Oh, from California, but I don't, maybe if you're on the border, it's 4 hours. But you understand the point. You're trying to reframe, minimize to make them know that you're a real human being. Because even though I will go as far as to say is this market is absolutely not saturated whatsoever, and even more so than ever, I'm noticing that like the wholesaling game is totally just eviscerated from the face of the earth. Like YouTubers out there and coaches who were once getting like 50,000 views per video are getting 1,000 views per video. That should tell you that the interest level of being a wholesaler has totally just like evaporated. What that means for you is that investors and buyers are now running into a situation where they have not been able to put as many eyes on deals as they once had. They're having to go to extremes to hire people in-house to find these deals for them. It's not as efficient, it's more expensive, and it takes way more time. Their deal volume plummets. So now is a better time than ever. Anyway, back to like going back to my rant here, the exact message that I'm sending this person is, sounds good. Can you tell me a little bit more about the utility and sewer situation, as well as any of the other deals like the perk? Doesn't sound like we're too far off if you'd be open to an owner financer option. And then I'm going to say, by the way, South Carolina local. So, I'm just going to say, by the way, South Carolina local. That's it. Simple as that. I was overthinking it. That took a lot of time to get one text out. Don't be me, be you. All right, we have a bunch more coming in here, guys. No thanks, no thanks, no. No. Okay, all right. That's not bad. I'm not the owner. Thanks for asking. Michael, thank you for responding. Sure. What are your numbers that you're thinking? Okie dokie. Let's find this out. Property here on Noah's Way. Oh, wait, is this? Where is she at? I never even heard of this town. What the hell? Guys, fire away any questions that you have for me while we're on the live stream as well. Like, use this opportunity. Use this opportunity here, guys. All right, let's take a peek at this property that this lady just told me. Barbara wants $5 million. That's terrific. Anybody got $5 million for Barbara? All right, let's go back to the real deals here, guys. All right. I'm going to figure out where this property actually is. If she owns the land, this can be a deal. It's a mobile home. If she owns the land, this can be a deal. That's all I have to say. And usually, guys, when it's like multiple acres, even more than a half of an acre, it's a pretty good indicator that she owns the land and it's not a lease. This would be a fucking moonshot of a deal. All right, guys, before I make this call here really quick, I need to ask for your help, okay? I'm going to keep talking and I'm going to hit a button on my computer and you have to tell me if it mutes, okay? And if it plays a funny sound. Because I'm really getting into all this live streaming shit. So, let me know if it mutes and it plays a funny sound. And I'm going to keep talking. And now I'm back. So let me know if that worked. And then here, I'll do it again, a different one. But then now I'm back. Did that work? If you're still with me, let me know if that worked, guys. Before we go and actually make this call, I just need to make sure all my stuff is working. I don't want to get in trouble. Tired of getting in trouble. Okay, cool. Let's go. All right. We're going to make a call right now.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Julie Dyer.
Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey, Julie, this is CJ. I'm actually just good buddies with Anthony. We're the ones that sent you the text about the... And I just wanted to essentially give you a call to see if I could gather some more information on it. We're kind of looking to buy something together. Yeah, I'd just like to gather some more details on it. And by the way, I'm from South Carolina, so I'm not just like some random person. But I'd appreciate it if you got back to me. I'd love to kind of chat and see if, depending on the details that you give us, if this is something that we might want to buy. Appreciate you. Bye-bye. Did that work? Tell me if that little button worked. All righty here. Let's see. Let's keep it going, guys. Find a number. All right, we'll call this person Eden Road. That's a fucked up name. Is this a shitter? No, it's a piece of land. Got another one. Calling now.
You've reached 919-271-2902. Please leave your message and I'll call you back. Thank you. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey, Eve. It's just CJ. I am actually good buddies with Anthony. He told me that he sent you over a text. So I just wanted to reach out to see if we might be able to talk numbers about that property. I didn't know if you guys were already going to develop it, but it's something that I might be interested in doing. I'm actually from South Carolina, just looking something for me personally. So please let me know. Thank you. I had to sound a little wimpy there. I kind of got thrown off my game pressing that little fucking button on my computer, seeing if I could make the sound work, but I think it worked. I think I did it. All right, so let's look at this. Too many houses out here. Just sold something and regretted I did because it's more than one house. It's too many. What the fuck does that even mean? Wrong number. At least text the wrong person with this bullshit. Not ready to sell quite yet. I'm not even going to respond. No thanks unless you got $5 million. Well, you don't say. I would probably sell my house too if I had a $5 million offer for it. Get uninterested. Stop harassing me. Which I have told you before. I don't even know who you are. Oh shit, it mutes me, but not the, like, so you guys heard the whole phone number? Fuck. Shite. I know how to fix this though. I know how to fix this. Uno momento. Por favore. All right, give me 1 second. I got this, guys. Like, I got this. Capture. Let's see if I can make this shit happen. So you guys can hear her phone number. I see. Yeah. Oh, well, guys, we might need to roll. The show must go on here. I just have to be pretty poignant here and figuring out. I know what to do, folks. Guys, let me know as well. Did you guys enjoy that first part of our stream there? Talking about the real life shit that's going on? While I'm getting this all sorted out on my end. 1 second, folks. I'm almost there. I think we got it. Let me see here. All right, whatever. That sucks. I gotta do it manually. But it's gonna be okay. All right. Let's figure this out, guys. Got a lot for sale for 10 grand. Oh. This is already, my husband is expecting your call. All right, guys, I'm going to make a call, but I do not want to fuck it up, so be patient with me here.
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Ah! Fuck, dude, he didn't answer the phone. What the hell? His wife just told me to call him. I'm over here, like, doing some crazy shit with my hands, though. I got, like, trying to hit 10 different keys over here to make sure I'm muting people out. But, guys, like, let's make some money today. What's going on here? I'm trying not to interfere with some of my closers as well, calling over here. So I'm looking for, like, the diamonds in the rough to call. Last name, please. Take a look at this guy. Get uninterested. Stop harassing me. Do not contact me in any way again. Which I have told you this before. Brother, I don't know who you are. What are you talking about? Yeah, all right, here we go. 60. All right, so 4.6 anchors, 60,000 per. Had a mobile home there for the when she passed. I sold the mobile home and closed up the land. I'm going to be marketing it soon, if not sold beforehand. If interested, you can call. So she gave me all the details. Like she in a situation like this, guys. This is what I mean when like you would just put this lead in. Like this lady just responded to me. She goes 4.8 acres, 60,000 per acre. So it needs to be cleared. There's an area that's cleared for the house, septic tank, it's well, utilities, everything hooked up. This is what I want for it. She gave me everything. Boom, boom, boom. She said, call me if you're interested. This is the example that I'm talking about. You'll get a handful of people that are just like, here's all the bullshit. You take it, book the call. That's it. I want to see if this is worth a damn, though. So let's see if this is worth anything here. Said she's going to be putting it on the market. 5 acres. Sold in... I got to take it over to a deal machine, guys. Again, use code PowerSell, deal machine. It's what we call a shameless plug, guys. I don't even know if I really make any money from them. I just use it. Just wanted to get you guys the freebies. All right, let's see. God damn. All right, this property is 23,000. Sometimes these don't even make sense to me. We got to figure this out. So, parcel ID here, unzoned, non-flood zone. Zone, or wait, residential. See if I can throw a pin on it. See here. I mean, this shit is just a bunch of trees. What the fuck is she talking about? Did I put the wrong address in here? I did. I put the wrong address in. Okay. Start listening. Sorry, guys. This is how I do my voice dictation here. So is the lot already cleared or just the area that was cleared for the house? She answered that in her text. Got a mobile home there. What are you going to be putting it on the market for? I'm interested. Respectfully, the price doesn't really make sense to me at first glance. Is there something I'm missing? Maybe I don't have all the details. By the way, I'm South Carolina local. Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna happen. That just seems way too far off. I don't want to, jerk myself around with that kind of shit. That's just like the pipe dream. Oh, it's for sale. Okay. Just shot him a call. It went to voicemail. Can I call him tomorrow morning? Fire away, guys. Fire whatever questions that you guys do have in the chat here. We are about to wrap up and close up for the day here. We don't have any more leads I'm looking at. It looks like we just had those 4 come in so far. We only sent out 700 texts. So think about that for like a math perspective. We sent 700 texts out. 4 people that were interested came in. Now we have to decipher how many of those are going to be legitimate qualified leads. And a concept that needs to be well understood is that a qualified lead converts at a substantially higher rate than just like a lead. Okay? So when you qualify them, you get all the details, you understand like how we went over in another video, the MAO, ARV, everything makes sense. There's money to be made. Those deals are going to close and get paid out fairly quickly. People are not blind to the idea of making money. Investors buy that shit quick. We sell it quick. You get paid quick. That's the whole game. All right, so she texted me. Who the frig is this guy? Contact. Let's see if this is a realtor's number. And if it's a realtor, guys, just like mosey on. Yeah, this is a on the market deal. No, thank you. No, thanks. All right, guys. Drop a 1 in the chat if you want to win these leads. 500 leads, and I'm starting to hope that you guys are putting these to action here. Actually, I really want you guys to be putting these into action. So we're sending them to you. You guys need to be using them to change your life. Like, do not just, like, I'm intentionally not texting those people. It's not like we're double dipping the same leads there. I am foregoing sending them a message to allow you guys the privilege of sending the message. Please send it, because I want to send it. I don't like wasting data. So go ahead, guys. If you want access, if you want to have an opportunity to win these leads, we're going to sign off here today, here in just a minute. We have no more opportunities coming in. Lesson learned, we'll send out 2,000 tomorrow. All right, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to be entered to win the leads today. Put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat, guys. All right, we're closing it out here, guys. Our winner today, we make it really easy. Selecting somebody at random. Our winner is our friend here, guys. Awesome, awesome. Send me a DM at cj.tassone, at cj.tassone on Instagram, and I will shoot you your leads there, my friend. Put them into action. We will be back tomorrow at 5:30 sharp. I was good about being on time today, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I will see you guys on the inside of PowerSell. Take care.